Hi, hello, welcome. So today I will be sculpting, cause sculpting is fun, you know. Let me go get it. 1 second. I need to stop smacking it.
Continues to smack it.
Clay, yes. It feels so soft and I haven't even opened it yet, so that's cool. It's heavy too. This is Daz clay. I got it from Michels. I think it was like $9. I don't remember, whatever. I'm not gonna tell you who I'm gonna be sculpting yet because you will see later on. But yes, sculpting, fun, sculpting. Okay, let's sculpt. So, the character I'm going to be doing, as you can see, is Hinata, Shoyo Hinata from Haikyuu, yeah. Why did I decide to do Hinata, you may be asking?
Basically, I asked my brother,
Hey, what character should I sculpt?
and then he was like,
how about Hinata?
and I was like, sure, that'll work.
Anyways, here I am grabbing some supplies, my foil, a plastic bag, and some duct tape. And I placed the plastic bag on my surface so that I wouldn't get clay all over my table, because no. And after that part is done, it's time to actually get into the sculpture. So basically I need to make an armature. And this is first of all so that I won't have to use a ton of clay, and also so it won't take extremely long to dry, and so it's not like a giant big hunk of clay, you know, because that's a lot of time that I am not trying to wait for. So armature it is. As you can see, I have created a head. I was banging it on the table aggressively like that just so that I could get it like nice and smooth and it wasn't so what's the word? I'm trying to think. So it wasn't so not smooth. Let's go with that. And here I am creating the body. It's kind of in more of like a triangle shape because I was trying to do a cartoony version. I was trying to do it exactly how my picture looked, which was in a triangle shape, so that's why. And I don't know why, but something about crumpling foil is very satisfying for me. It's weird. Anyways, here are our pieces, as you can see. And I actually decided to do another head because I felt like that one was too big. On camera, it doesn't look that big. It looks like a normal proportional head, but I didn't really like the way it looked. It looked way too big for the body. And so, thus, we create another head. A few more aggressive bangs later, and we have our two pieces, a head and a body. Now it's time for the fun part, the clay. This here is the Daz clay, by the way, not Daz watches, just Daz, like with an S, you know, Daz. And I'm taking a few chunks of that to get started, and I'm kind of molding it in my hands just to get it nice and, I don't know, just get a feel for it, you know. And here I'm just pouring some water into a container because this is air dry clay, therefore I can add water to it to make it softer. So the first thing I'm going to do to get started is, what am I doing? I'm making a disc out of the clay, and here I am grabbing a very special tool. It's like so high tech. It's a marker, and I'm using this to roll it out because I don't have professional tools. In fact, I don't have tools at all because I threw them away because I thought I didn't need them because I was an idiot, but I can work with what I got. And when I tell you people, I felt like Ace of Clay covering this foil armature in a thin coat of clay. I just felt so powerful. This was so satisfying. I felt like I was capable of anything.
I felt like I could do it all.
It was a very satisfying time for me. Now here I am sculpting the nose, which was wasn't my favorite part because the first time I did it, I didn't like it. It was too low, I think. And so I had to raise it. And then when I raised it, it kind of messed up the shape. And so I had to redo it again. It was complicated. But I am letting that go and moving on to the body. And originally I was going to have him in the pose that I showed you guys in the drawing. As I am showing here, that's how I was originally going to do it. But I decided to relocate his everything. Okay, not everything, just his arms and legs and the way he was holding the ball, aka his everything. I basically had him just like sitting there with his legs open and like the ball in his lap sort of thing. You'll see. But I liked that position a lot better. It just seemed more natural. So that is what I went with. Now here I am going to add his little collar, which was also very satisfying for me. I love how you can totally see what I'm doing here. Clearest image you'll
Ever get.
Oh, seriously, move your hand. Oh, and at this time, it was after I ate, so I left the clay out for a little bit, so it got a little dry. Therefore, I had to add a little bit of water for the clay to stick. And after I did that, it was able to stick perfectly fine. So here is the body all complete. I'm gonna go ahead and let this dry while we move on to the head. So since I already did the nose, all I'm doing is adding the hair. And in order to do this, I just made like little spikes, basically thick triangles to add. And I just put it all around the head. It was just everywhere, wherever I could put it, I put it. Trying to mimic Hinata's hairstyle, you know? Which was surprisingly easy. I didn't think it would be that easy. In the beginning, it didn't look right, but then I added more and more, and it was a lot better. As you can see, it looks like his hair, which is good. That's exactly what I wanted. And here's his completed hair. So we've got the body and the head, and we are now going to let them both dry. While those are drying, I can work on the base. So here I have some cardboard and paperboard, and I actually found a circular object that could fit him. It was like the perfect size, and we're just gonna ignore how dirty that is. Anyways, I went ahead and traced it on the cardboard, and then I cut it out, and I made sure it was the size that I wanted. Now time for the paperboard. So I'm going to just trace this circle onto the paperboard. And once I finish that, I'm grabbing my ruler and I'm just gonna make a bunch of little lines. And then I'm going to cut out each of those lines. They're like kind of panels, sort of, mini panels. Strips, that's the word. I'm cutting out each cardboard strip. And then once I get it all cut out, I'm going to use my glue stick and glue it onto the circular base. And I am doing this so it makes it look like he's actually on a gym floor, you know? Because Hinata plays volleyball and the volleyball net, or where he plays volleyball is in the gym, so gym floor it is. And here you can see what I was talking about. And here I am prepping my surface for paint. Here is my paint drawer. Yeah, I dropped the entire drawer while I was trying to film it. Anyways, here are our paints, very neutral and all of that. And I started off with a nice tan shade, and I'm adding like a deeper brown into the little crevices for depth, all that good jazz. And here it is finished. It looks really cool. I like how it turned out. Now we are going to go outside, and I'm going to use my gloss clear coat to give it a nice glossy finish. Ooh, so cool. Now back to these friends. They are completely dry and ready to paint. But before we get into that, I am unnecessarily gluing the head onto the body. I thought this would do something, but it really did not at all. But you'll see later on. Anyways, here's my paint. And the first thing I'm going to do here is mix a nice Hinata skin color. He has a very warm skin tone, you know. And I'm just going to paint that on. And here I am doing the second coat. Nice second coat. Yes. Come on, hurry up. Okay, there. Here I am giving him some rosy cheeks. And now painting his jersey. Starting off with a nice deep blue, as I should. And then I went on to painting his hair. The nice bright orange. So pretty. And here we got some nice close-ups. And now we got the base coat for our sculpture. Now we're gonna do some details. So I'm using my pencil, and on the ball I am drawing little lines for the volleyball pattern, you know. And then I'm gonna go ahead and paint them in the traditional volleyball colors that are in Haikyuu, which is red and green and white, of course.
Can't forget about white.
Now we're moving on to the head. I'm gonna go ahead and draw the face I want on here, which is what I showed you guys in the drawing. Here it is. And now I'm gonna start filling in everything, starting off with his eyes. And here those are. And then filling in the mouth. And boom, the face is done. He's so cute. What happened to my voice just now? Now we're gonna be adding some details onto the body, which is just his little number thing and some little extra white pieces. And boom, that is done. And now we're gonna let this dry with the head. And now they are both completely dry. I'm so happy with how it turned out. He looks absolutely adorable. And here he is with his head on his body, as he should be. Just look at how happy he looks. The backside isn't his strong suit. It's not the best, but I'm just ignoring that, and we're gonna go ahead and take him outside to get sealed. Again, using my gloss spray sealant. And here he is, completely dry and glossed up and sealed. He's so cute. Now I have to add him onto his base, and I'm gonna use some glue to stick it on. And there it is. The base makes it look completely complete. And now time for some montage. Ew, I hated that. Jeez. So yes, I am really happy with how this turned out. He is so cute, and I love the additional base that's there. It just makes it even better. And now he is on top of my dresser with my other figures.
Don't forget to like and subscribe.